What is going on? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 111 of the STS Guys. I am Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, it's Nate.
And I'm Scott.
And we are the STS Guys, a weekly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. What is going on this week, guys?
It's been a week.
Has it been a week?
It's been a week.
It's been a week of regret.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the most part, this week needs to outside. Jeremy, I know you're gonna bring something up because you had the only cool thing that ever happened to any of us this week. But this week has definitely been the week of it's not been a week.
You mean we're not going to talk about Funko Hollywood today?
Or yeah, so okay. Before we get into the shit that we regret, Jeremy, I know it's been a week for you. You need to show off.
Yeah, why weren't you here?
The floor is yours, sir.
All right, yeah. So last Saturday, so I unfortunately skipped the podcast. It was a great episode, guys. Like I said, I missed because I was off doing something a little crazy and a little something adventurous, something I've wanted to do for a while. I just haven't done it. But you know what? Working in the industry that I work in now, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm like, let me just go forth and do it. So I got a tattoo last year. I said on my leg. And so I'm like, got that one, and then I said I wanted another one. I said I wanted.
You got the fever. I got the fever,
but then I said I wanted to go big. I wanted to go, like I said, big and bold, and so I went and got a Spider-Man tattoo on my forearm. Like I said, this thing is legit. It's awesome. So Scott, if you want to switch over to, I can actually screen share.
Yeah.
Boo, boo, boo. So let me screen share.
I have it locked on you too, so you have the floor right now.
I have the floor, so I'll pull up my Instagram. Boom. So this is what I got on my forearm. This thing is awesome. So this was about a little over 3.5 hours. So the girl actually drew it by hand. So it's actually Miss Lore Tattoos at Revolution Tattoo Studio here in Austin, Texas. She did an amazing job. I probably have another hour to hour and a half in it to add a few more details. But basically it's mixing almost a watercolor kind of effect tattoo with basically kind of a hand-drawn Spider-Man. So
yeah. I really like the look of that thing. That thing is rad.
No, it's awesome. I decided to go big and bold and did it on my forearm.
So for anybody who's doing this not on the live version, go take a look at Jeremy's Instagram. He has a picture up of it on there. It's at TX Germs.
TX Germs.
So go check it out. That thing it needs a mention because she did an amazing job.
Yeah, and she's tagged in it. So if you want to check out her other work, you can see the other awesome things that she's done.
Yeah, no, she's super, super talented. Like that, it said she was super fun to talk to. Like I said, I can't wait to actually go back and get another one just because, and actually finish this up a little bit. We got it to a point to where, like I said, it looks good, and then we're gonna add in a little more detail later on. But she did an awesome job. She was super friendly to talk to. Like I said, it made for an awesome actually Saturday night. So even though I missed the podcast, I said still got the almost had a one-on-one podcast with the tattoo artist. So we had some crazy geeky talks too because she's actually a total geek too as well. So awesome. Super, super fun conversations.
It's a good way to spend the Saturday. We missed you, but we understand. I'm really impressed with that tattoo. She really made it look like a comic Spider-Man. So it looks awesome.
So can I tell you a funny story that happened? I said, none of you guys have heard this story. So I said, it'll actually be the first time that I'm telling it on the podcast. So I was sitting in the chair for 3.5 hours, right? So I learned 2 different things. One,
don't fart in a tattoo chair.
No, not that, Scott. that almost happened to me, by the way. No, I learned 2 different things. I learned step A said if you're gonna go get a tattoo, make sure you go and eat lunch or eat breakfast.
Oh no.
And then step 2, if you're there, like I said, and you're in between, like I said, your break sessions, snack on something a little bit. So it was about the hour 3 mark. So I'm like feeling fine. I said she's been at the same for 3 hours at this point in time. And she's like, "Oh man, you're taking this really, really good." I'm like, yeah, this actually doesn't hurt that bad. Like I said, on the wrist, like I said, it was a little bit more tender, but other than that, they said it didn't hurt. So for any of you guys who have tattoos or out there, that I said, it literally feels like maybe like I said a bad sunburn. Like it's it's nothing crazy. So about that hour 3 mark, I'm like, I lean up just because I'm like, I'm getting uncomfortable in the chair because it's like sitting in one spot for 3 hours. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, "Whoa! I feel like I'm gonna pass out." Because I hadn't eaten anything or drinking anything, like I said, for like a good extended period of time. And so I'm like, "Who comes to the rescue?" The tattoo artist. She's like, "Here, have some peanuts." I
was gonna say, here's a cookie and a Capri Sun, like you just gave.
It was literally like almost like you're giving blood. Like, "Oh yeah, here's a glass of orange juice."
Yeah, like get some fruit snacks in that shit.
No, but it was like here's like, have some Mexican peanuts, like those coated Mexican peanuts, and a Coke.
Nice.
Hey, I mean, you don't think about how long is it actually going to take. You're like, oh shit, I probably should have ate something because this is 3 hours now.
Yeah, well, it's 3 hours, and then like I said, you're under like pain the entire time, and then said you're also like bleeding out at the same point in time too. So I'm like, yeah,
should have kept that blood sugar up.
Yeah, should have kept that blood sugar up, but it was a good time. I can't wait to go back.
That's awesome, man.
It turned out great.
So cool.
Well, thank you.
So off onto things that are not so great. We had a lot of good. I'm gonna say we had as an STS guys an epic fail this week.
No, it wasn't an epic fail. Like
it was
I knew.
No. It was 2 because we knew both of these things were going on and we did nothing about it.
Yeah, and we had quite a bit of fun last year, and I think we just were like, nah, we're not doing it again. And then as soon as we started seeing everything roll out for it, we're like, oh,
instant
God.
regret. My wife even brought up.
I go there now.
Yeah, my wife brought up. She's like, I just saw like a post. Isn't DesignerCon going on right now? And I was like, yes. She's like, what? Yeah. You didn't want to go this year? I was like, I don't know.
There was definitely some DesignerCon regrets because I'm actually seeing like almost like all of my like Instagram feed right now is like people like posting their like DesignerCon like times and events and stuff like that. I'm like son of a bitch.
God damn it. Yeah, the whole time I was looking, I was like, that's fine. Like, there's not going to be anything big that I'm really into, like, going to be there. And I start seeing posts. I'm like, the thing's actually pretty cool. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool too. I'm like, I should have gone.
Yeah. Well, I just remember how much fun we had last year. And
it was like my favorite con.
Yeah, it was
like legit.
Serious FOMO going on right now.
Yeah, here.
FOMO times 4.
Yeah. It's times 4 times 2 because, as Larry had mentioned earlier, Funko also did their Hollywood opening. So we kind of, while we were at DesignerCon, also could have gone and checked out Funko.
Yeah, which was on Monday, right? The Funko Hollywood store right there on Hollywood Boulevard. Well, better thing to do on Monday and then, like, I don't know, kill 4 days, like Tuesday through Thursday. That's 3 days. Yeah, going to Disneyland and then doing Decon. Like, oops, it would have been an awesome week, but that's it.
Yeah, and it seems like it might be a little bit.
Sat and did nothing.
That's
for anybody. Yeah, if you guys don't know what DesignerCon is, it's basically an annual art and design convention that kind of like brings together collectible toys, designer goods, urban, underground, pop art, like all kinds of like indie type stuff.
Yeah,
it's actually a
bunch of stickers, bunch of art prints, bunch of enamel pins.
Yeah, it's a really cool place. Like if you have interest in anything pop culture, or if you like action figures, or if you just like stuff that's a little bit different, it's a really cool con. And it seems like this year it's actually getting a little bit more like legit almost. There's some big name companies there. I know Sideshow showed up. Nice. Sideshow Collectibles, who does the hot toys. Mezco Toys is there. They weren't there last year. Medicom Toys there again. They were there last year, but it seems like it's getting a little bit more popular. It's getting more established. I'm definitely regretting not going because there was some really cool stuff there this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Nate, for you especially, considering your hobby, Designer Con is like the mecca. Like,
yeah, it's
like that New York Toy Fair. Like,
so many, yeah, it's just like toys everywhere. And it's a lot of stuff I haven't seen before. 1,000 Toys goes there, which makes like the Hellboy figures. They make all these like Next Men stuff, synth figures. I mean, there's just so many cool, unique stuff there. And from what I've seen, there's these figures called the Cursed Dead. They're like werewolves. They're vampires. They're really, really cool looking. I kind of wish I would have seen them in person, but just a lot of really cool stuff there. Mezco in general. I know you guys I was talking about it, but Mezco Toys released kind of a doozy 3-pack this week. It's the Pink Skulls Chaos Club. It went up on, I think it was Wednesday or something, but it's basically you get 3 figures in this pack. And they're all using the Gomez body. If you guys aren't familiar with Mezco, they have a unlicensed figure that they do themselves. It's like their own mascot. It's the Gomez figure. Lots of STS guys. Yes, I love it too.
Wait, so if they make a green skulls, if they make a green skulls, we got to get it.
Yeah. Oh,
no, skulls is cool.
Dude, that would be awesome. Actually, they have not done the green skulls yet. So let me share my screen. I'll kind of share what I'm talking about here.
Why laugh? I love how my phone just pinged that we're live on YouTube. Like 12 minutes in. Like, it's like, oh hey, somebody that you follow might be up on.
Well, hey, that
is live.
Hey,
thanks.
Hey, I know we were looking for. We could talk about that too. Like how like YouTube is basically like you post anything that's guess what? This video is not for kids. You know what?
Yeah. Oh my God, I was laughing so hard at last week's video. Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I see my face.
Me too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So this is
I like the Popeye the Sailor shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like these. So you guys were saying earlier, like they've done skull heads before, but these are actually different. This body is like the Gomez body, but it's really cool because they did like 3 of these guys. They all come with 3 sets of everything.
Except for wrenches. They only gave 2 for some reason.
Yeah, that's well, I think there are 3 wrenches.
There's something that they only had 2 of. And I was like, why do they only have 2 of those?
Yeah, that'd be weird. Oh, the Molotov cocktails, I think. Yeah. So shout out to D Amazing. He actually worked with Mezco and did all of these promo shots. And he did some amazing work really showing off like this is cool, the bandanas. They have these pink katanas that they come with. Just a really cool looking set. So if you wanted to like army build or something, this would be really good for like your collection. If you're going to do toy photography, you want to do like a bunch of stuff or have a bunch of guys like as enemies. This is great.
Those jackets are pretty sweet too.
I like the jacket. I like the fact too, like I was saying before, that they have patches, but it comes with patches, so you can customize what patches you put on their coat.
Yeah, it looks awesome. They come with a bunch of stuff. So
see, two wrenches.
Yeah, you're right.
Why do you only need 2 wrenches? You get 3 knives, but 2 wrenches.
They gave us 3 bats and 3 hats, and only 2 sets of handcuffs.
Well, that's because only 2 of them get kinky,
There's always the catcher.
There's the jackets with the skulls on the back. Oh God.
Yep.
The katanas. They got chains. They got bandanas. I mean, like 42 hands, bags. I mean, this set's loaded.
That's a lot of hands.
Pretty expensive. So I did pass on this set, but I'm kind of regretting it a little bit. So maybe
now that we talk about it.
It's cool. Yeah. It's like $225 is a lot to drop at one time, but it is a really cool set. And you get 3 figures. So
yeah,
hopefully everybody who wanted it was able to get it. It looks like it was still available for pre-order right now. So as of Saturday night.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. It went up for pre-order originally. It sold out within probably about an hour. And then Designer Con went on. It sold out at Designer Con. And then today it went back up for pre-order. And so if you guys missed it initially, go out there and pick it up. Hockey, who is at Hockey Coop in Instagram. I know he probably was considering it. Hockey, did you pick those up?
I think he said he missed it.
Oh,
Said I
darn.
missed that exclusive, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So-
now you can go pick it up, Hockey.
Yeah,
if
'cause
you want to
it's
spend
back.
$225.
Yeah.
But if it's a cool set. I mean, you're getting a lot for your money, I think. I mean, I know I said the price is high, but for what you're getting, Mezco figures usually run around $80-$90 anyways.
Yeah.
So you think about you're getting 3 of those plus a crap ton of accessories.
Yeah.
and
not a
a
bad
shit
deal.
ton of hands. A shit
Did you
ton of
see
hands.
the
A lot of hands.
That's a lot. 42 hands is a lot of hands.
Did you see the
That's a
cool
lot of
box?
nuts. Oh.
Did you see the cool box it comes into? It's like a
Oh, yeah.
like a can.
Yeah, it comes in a
That's pretty
can like the Mezco exclusive Popeye did.
Oh yeah.
It's like a big tin can. It looks really cool.
It was really cool.
Was Popeye's a spinach can?
It was kind of like a spinach can,
Oh,
Probably
okay,
supposed
good.
to be, yeah.
I was gonna
It
say
was
it better have
big.
been.
but it was really cool too.
Yeah.
They've been kind of switching up with the packaging. I got that one Gomez figure that came in the lunchbox.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and at Designer Con, they are re-releasing the Lone Roach and Grub set, so that was really cool too. And that one's like more of a samurai style.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw something in our personal chat. I'm like, messed me up.
Jeremy
but
just wrote
yeah.
the word butthole.
Holy
I'm
butthole.
just gonna write in there that you put.
I feel like I'm just blabbing on about Mezco.
yeah,
So,
so-
yeah, we can
No,
move on here.
it's good. No, it's good. No, I only put that there just because I can't see the comments anymore.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
I-
disappeared.
I can't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, StreamYard.
Yeah.
Well, I can see the comments on my phone.
Oh.
Yep, there's a good one right there.
All right. There's a good one right there. They're labeled today. They're going in the mail on Monday.
Hooray!
And audio listeners, Jeremy's talking about the long-awaited STS Guys 100 posters. So.
Yes. So those are actually packaged and getting shipped out soon. So
Yes, they are. Hey, there's our live comments back.
Hey, that's weird.
Yeah. So,
yay, StreamYard.
no, yeah. So
I have to say, the one error out of the number of times, like I am super happy with the StreamYard thing.
Yeah.
So this is the first real error that we've had.
yeah. No. Yeah. Posters. Yeah. Sorry about that. That is totally on me, everyone. That is my fault. But they are all packed up. They are getting in the mail on Monday.
Sweet.
Nice.
So that means by Saturday, I feel like, depending on where you live, almost everybody should have theirs.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean,
Yeah.
I might take this bad boy down. I think it might be going right here on my own personal one.
That, and then there's also kind of a side announcement I have for that. So I think there's about 25 of you who actually fill out the form. However, like I said, only about 18 posters are actually going out because 7 of you didn't put you put your address, but I don't know where you live because you didn't put like what state or what city or what zip code you live in. You just put your street address. And so if you are one of those individuals, we have your email. I'll go ahead and we'll email you and let you know so that way you can get that corrected. So if you are one of those people, there'll be a slight delay in your poster just because I said I don't want to wait around to collect those addresses. So we want to get those addresses out that who have completed it correctly out first, and then I said we will send your posters out next.
Cool. Thanks for the update.
Okay. So yeah, Jeremy, you brought up a phenomenal point though. There is something that we need to bring out with because it doesn't impact us, but I've seen a couple channels that I follow have like kids content ish, and they are losing their shit. So we got to talk about it.
This is affecting a lot of.
Besides the live streams, we have a lot of toys videos. I feel like
So that doesn't. I don't think that's going to actually fit though, because because we implicitly list those. Those are not toys. Those are action figures.
There's I don't know. There's a lot of action figure reviewers that are like really.
Okay, so most
like
of the
the
people,
Amazing said he's going to stop making content. The Fwoosh is going to stop making content. Unparalleled Universe, Chartimus Prime. There's a lot of guys that are dropping out of YouTube. They're like, no more.
yeah. So
they say that. Well, here's the thing. They say that, but like I said, if you actually go through the actual like ruling, they got to say like, hey, fuck, this isn't for kids, and then
yeah, if you just listen to. The problem is the people that make money off of kids are the ones that are losing their shit because they're gonna get like 1/10 of their like ad revenue, and their shit doesn't show up in like searches anymore.
Well, and there's some threat of like a huge fine if you find that you're
it's like $42,000 per video.
Yeah. And you
So
like that's not on us, man. That's you.
We legit we have parental advisory on our videos. There's no way our shit is ever showing up accidentally in a child's thing. And what child is searching for Gomez of all things?
Well,
like,
okay, so I will
Batman.
I will argue that's what I was going to say is, ultimately like a Mezco Batman action figure, even though it costs like $80, to somebody else's eyes, it's a Batman doll, which should be for kids.
So there's a channel out there that I actually very much enjoy. It's a guy named Arlo who has like a puppet, right? He is like a Muppet who does like Nintendo's like reviews.
Okay.
He's a person where I'd be more worried about because his stuff is like gaming stuff. But technically, when he's on screen, he's a fucking Muppet. Like that's one of those things where I'm like, that dude whose job has made YouTube, he gets to be a little bit worried. Because, like I said, you can do game videos, and most likely game videos and unboxing shit isn't going to get hit by these new rules, right? Like, I was looking at most of the rules, and obviously we're going to be fine. Like, none of our stuff is going to ever hit anything. But it's those channels where they're like, we're not for kids, but they definitely like clearly are, like kind of on the down low, like they are for kids. Like those are the channels that are going to get hit hard, and they need to. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to go off on a rant. But Larry, this is kids. Those fucking kids going off. Go ahead, Jeremy.
What? No, I was gonna say, I'm like, it's like that one that whatever that I forget that's it. The Ryan Knows Best or whatever that
Ryan's toy review. I was gonna say like
the one that's partnered with like Walmart and shit.
Yeah. Like
Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
he has his own pizza at Pizza Hut now. I hate that kid.
Yeah,
he makes 22. Like 2 years ago, he made $22 million.
Yeah, $22 million for that kid. For what? His parents recorded him playing in his fucking yard.
Yeah,
like like all those kids. Like, if I could make that much money doing that, like I'd go play out in the yard for $22 million. But like, there's all these things. Like, I mean, I have a 6-year-old, right? Like, I know all these channels, and kids don't get it because they're children, but these people they prey on kids, like to the point of like they are ads disguised as not being ads, but kids can't really distinguish it. And the fact that they make all their money on ads that they sell to kids, and then these people fucking Patreon them money to then also buy more toys to do, like, it's a disgusting amount of money that these people make. And if YouTube's going to knock them down a peg, by all means, like, do it. Like,
well, and those are the up and up ones, like Ryan's Toy World. Like, that kid's not doing anything wrong. Yeah, his parents might not be the best parents in the world but at the same time, they're doing something right because the kid's making $20 million a year. But like, it's the shady ones.
Well, so here's a question I have: how big of a piece of shit do you think that kid is? Like, do you think do you think that kid's a little asshole to his friends?
Yeah,
like when he's there and he's like,
no friends.
He's like, he like,
well,
everyone else thinks I'm awesome. Like, fuck you guys. Like, he's got to be a little piece of shit.
So remember, I think it was this year, maybe last year, there was that family in Arizona that adopted a bunch of kids and forced them to be in YouTube videos and like locked them in a cage and did all that stuff. And they were making like, I think it was like $100,000 a month or something. Yep. So they're making millions of dollars. It's those people that screwed things over. Again, I feel like Ryan's Toy World probably on the up and up, but there's all these other shady things.
Ed, thank you for agreeing with me. Like, these videos are just, they are preying on children's naivete. Like, he's saying, like, they are just ads. Like, and now YouTube's going to force them to be like, if a video is paid for by Hasbro, right? Like, that they're going to have to actually call out and be like, hey, like, Hasbro gave me these toys and all that. Like, they have to flat out tell them, like, this shit is paid for. This is advertising.
Yeah,
This
but how is that going to
me.
stop how's that going to stop a 6-year-old from watching the video?
Yeah.
They don't know.
It's
They
not
can't
gonna stop
read.
a 12-year-old, but at least it makes it calls it out, and it adds an extra step so that the people that are doing like the stupid shit, like I can't tell you how many times too my daughter has been watching like My Little Pony, legit My Little Pony stuff, and then all of a sudden we get to what I call dirty ponies, and like on children's it's dirty ponies. I cannot tell you how many times it's gone to that direction too. Like it's gonna stop that sort of shit. Like I understand why they're doing it.
Wasn't there like, because some of it's not legit, right? Unless it's uploaded by like the production company, these cartoons aren't legit. They shouldn't be on YouTube in the first place because of copyrights. But anyhow, wasn't there like Paw Patrol?
Dirty Ponies is the episode title, by the way.
What?
Dirty Ponies is the episode title.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Dirty Ponies.
Wasn't there a like Paw Patrol episode or something like fake, like edited Paw Patrol, like that had something stuck in the middle where it was telling kids to like go turn on the oven and like burn the house down during the middle of the night? Like people are sticking in all these like subliminal messages and stuff to mess up with kids. I think that's the other level that they're trying to get rid of.
So
finally,
here's the thing. Like the other thing too that drives me absolutely nuts is it's these people that like they go by like a Halloween costume of like Elsa, right? And then they go on and they put their thing of like Spider-Man, Elsa, Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, have fun, dance with, and they literally just spam bot like every popular tag in the title of the video, and kids watch it and they make money.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I agree, Scott. There is some weirdness out there, but I think there's also like the designation of made for kids is not even very clear from YouTube. There's not like one size fits all answer.
Yeah,
I think that's what really is scaring people, is that your content can't be made for kids. But if you're reviewing a toy and some toys say like, I don't know, intended for children 8 and under, is me reviewing that toy on my channel mean that I'm making kids content now because it's that toy is intended for a child?
Well, yeah. So Nate, why would you be reviewing a toy that's for a child that's listed as 8 and under?
Marvel Legends, DC Multiverse figures. There's a ton of people that buy those figures that are adults, not children. And there's a lot of guys like that I was naming earlier that review those figures. So those guys are like, well, this is technically made for kids. I'm going
to go with hockey here because I'm going to pop up, despite Mezco packaging saying specifically not a toy for children.
So there is Mezco, but there's other companies. Mezco does say not a toy for children.
But like you said, Hasbro, Marvel Legends are in the toy aisle at Walmart. That is a toy.
Yeah, DC Multiverse from Mattel, Funko Pops, like Jeremy's pointing out. I mean, if you guys review a Funko Pop on your channel, that's basically kid content according to YouTube because that's intended for children.
Except for us, we're probably never going to get monetized anyway.
Well,
we have marked our shit as not safe for children, and we then don't actually have to fall under those rules.
Yeah, like
because all of our stuff has a parental advisory regardless of the content. We go on anyone else's channel and it gets a parental advisory content warning.
I think that's what you're supposed to do. Is just like, I think we're technically supposed to do this too. We haven't talked about it. I think we're supposed to go through and designate like either the channel or individual videos as, adult content. I don't know. Like I went and edited our podcast last week. I think I changed around something in the description, and it's like, hey, you need to designate this one as 18 plus or not. So I'm like, hey, how about 18 plus? But then I was trying to watch it on my TV, and it won't let you watch it unless you're logged in, which I thought was interesting, which is fine, but that hurts. Right, that hurts the amount of views you're gonna get.
And that's the thing, though. YouTube is making you make that decision, not them, because they don't want to be responsible for it. So, I feel sorry for the first guy that's going to get caught with a $43,000 fine because he was just like, I'm going to make this made for kids.
Or what if you're not even active anymore?
Yeah, well,
Andy, how are they going to find you?
Yeah, good luck.
Like, oh, by the way, I'm taking my PO box off of the About Us section because I don't want them to find me.
True.
I'm not making it easy. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are you even gonna find me, man? Like,
Yeah.
you just make burner.
I just feel like that
Gmail accounts.
I feel like the fear of the unknown is really going to be the downfall of a lot of these YouTube channels, like just abandoning ship and going somewhere else because they're not very. YouTube's not really saying a whole lot about it.
Where else can you go?
You can go to Facebook Live or Instagram Live.
Yeah, but still, like it's but
Patreon.
I'll take all the content.
But here's the thing: is like everybody's just going to jump ship and go to Facebook, but then at a certain point, Facebook's going to have to turn and start to implement the same sort of rules because there's going to be those guys that are showing.
Aren't you supposed to be 13 to have a Facebook account though?
It's already age gated, so
technically there's but there's still
the problem of like people trying to sneak adult content shit into children's things, which is what started this at all. Is because people are fucking horrible human beings and think. Again, I'm going to go back to Dirty Ponies since I already brought it up. They're putting their brony shit of like pony sex on the YouTube as children, like okay for children content. My daughter would be like watching like
Rainbow
nice
and then
actual. So it's Rainbow Dash, right? Like videos, and then it's all of a sudden Rainbow Dash taking the ass videos, and I'm like, at what point does like they're like, how the fuck did you find that? Because YouTube's like algorithms like, well, if you like Rainbow Dash, you might like this one, and my daughter's like, yeah, all right, I'll check that one out.
Scott, I just have one thing to say. I'm not saying fuck you, Scott, because now you're gonna make me look up basically on YouTube.
So there's a whole second. I didn't even think it exists. There's Jeremy. You'll enjoy this. For anybody watching, look thing. I had to look up what this was because it's where there's a thing called VORE, VORE. So what it is it's when people eat something so big that their stomach distends. There is tons of My Little Pony VORE videos that technically don't fall into the porn category, so they get past all of the YouTube controls and make it to the children's side of things. And it is absolutely disgusting.
The fact that Scott has such detailed knowledge of this type of content is what's concerning.
If I hear, like, I have to watch, like, I generally monitor what my daughter watches on YouTube, and usually it's fine. It's Ryan. It's those stupid shit. She watches ads, and I'm just like, she's like, oh, I'm going to buy the Ryan thing. I'm like, fuck it. I'm not giving that little shithead any more money, right? Like, but sometimes she'll be like watching like a show, and it's just like, you know, like we used to play the game of like how many clicks on Wikipedia to get to Hitler, right? It's kind of now on the YouTube. It's the how many clicks to get to My Little Pony porn with a child. Like it, and it's not that many. It's way less than you'd expect.
Hide your kids, Scott.
Yeah,
knows
seriously.
How to. Yeah,
no, it's like I don't know how like the exact button presses she gets to it, but I put it on something like kid friendly, and eventually it gets to things where I'm here like, so that's a weird noise, and I go look, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you watching?
So isn't there a YouTube Kids app though too?
There is.
That's supposed to filter out this stuff.
It's supposed to.
Nobody uses it, right?
There's like, no one uses it because it's like half the functionality of actual YouTube. So everyone
maybe they just need to make YouTube Kids a better app.
Oh, 100% agree with you.
And then maybe we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, that is.
You know, I'm just wondering right now.
Or you know what? Here's a good idea. Here's a great idea. Only allow on the YouTube Kids app stuff that's been marked. Force everybody to mark YouTube Kids on their every video they upload, and only show those videos on the YouTube Kids app. And then you can monitor just those videos that were checkboxed and enforce the rules on those.
And maybe they'll get there.
Done, right?
Maybe they'll get there in 6 months. Who knows?
Solved, but that's not what this like going through. Like it's like
it's
utterly ridiculous.
I mean, I was just thinking, I see a bunch of toys on our screen right now. I mean, I'm talking hundreds of toys on our screen right now. Does that mean we're kind of like a kid's video right now?
I just talked about My Little Pony porn and Rainbow Dash taking it in the ass.
We definitely need a parental advisory on this video right now.
I want to make, you know how like movie trailers have there's the red band trailer that says this isn't suitable. I want to make a video like that to put on the front of all of our videos.
Yeah, we can. This is not for children.
Yeah, I just want to make something like that. And I think that solves it.
If you don't like this content, eat a dick. Like, that's what it needs to say.
Okay. Larry, you're inspiring me now.
All right, good.
It has to be filled with like dirty, suggestive things, like almost like a girl moaning, and then someone getting like murdered.
Bang bang,
like the Marvel scrolly thingy, but like the weird noises,
weird suggestive noises.
Maybe a horse neighing for Scott.
We'll make the new So we'd have to do that. I agree. I think we'll add that to the fire noise.
Yeah, I think that like right before it, I feel like that solves the problem. Is if you just throw a disclaimer on the front of your videos being like, hey, this is for kids. If you're a kid, please go watch something else.
Yeah. Like, hey, if you're a child, fuck you.
Warning. Well, if Mr. Butt Wasted is on board, I'm sure we're okay.
Yeah. He likes wait, Ed. You're down with the eat a dick warning, so hooray.
Thanks, Ed.
You're down with
Rusty,
me telling children to
get
go
here at
eat
the
a
right
dick.
time.
Yeah.
If you guys have thoughts about COPA, feel free to join in because you can tell we're very passionate about it.
Well, so
I'm just laughing. I'm loving it because, like I said, like our content is at no point have we ever been suggested in a child's search.
Hey,
so I'm like, you know what? I'm out.
Do we need to go back? Do we need to go back to that? I like. Do you remember the Nintendo videos that I was doing? They were very kid.
Remember, Larry liked
heavy.
Kids.
Yeah, like literally. I think there's a.
We do have a Larry likes children.
Yeah.
Hide your children.
Yeah, like that was discussed on a podcast. But like I was doing like Splatoon and Super Smash Bros. And those weren't adults joining; those were children.
No, I'm like fairly certain that going through that when they said like Let's Plays and that sort of thing are not going to be policed in this same method because that's not like kind of the direct thing that they're looking at. It's a video game. It's an all ages thing.
You know what though? Like I said, everything from now on. Like I said, do we really care about YouTube monetization anymore? Like
no, at this point, YouTube's rules are so bullshit anyway. Like
we get rid of all those videos, and then everything from now on forward has basically the warning label on it. But it has at least like an artistic, amazing warning label. You have to be able to legally have sex to watch our videos.
Oh God!
What? I know where you're going.
If you go before that, like it's technically illegal. So you have to be of consenting age.
Scott, you concern me sometimes.
I'm the fucking worst.
Scott.
Can I commend the fact that it is now 40 minutes or so into the stream.
This was
on a topic that we.
This was pretty unexpected, but it went for a while. It was good. I think COPA needs to be talked about. It's affecting.
I'm a squirt. Oh yes.
Well, that's a first.
I like that.
That with a little like this is not for children. 100% would drive any parent that was letting their kids watch the show and heard that was like turn that shit off right now.
What the hell was that?
Oh fuck! Oh, I'm a squirt.
Oh my God! Please no.
That might be a little bit too extreme.
You know, Jeremy, I don't know if we should push the envelope on this right now.
I was thinking just a nice green background that says, don't watch this video if you're not 18.
We just play some audio outtakes from porn. Like,
I think we're gonna have a consensus about this because I think Scott's on my page.
I'm 100% on your page. I love the idea.
Oh God.
Oh my god. And so is this one of the first ones that legit needs the parental advisory?
I have to say this
is just going downhill.
Episode ever right now. Like I said, through the ASMR episode, this is now my favorite episode. And we had no topic.
We didn't.
We had no topic.
We didn't.
It's amazing what comes out of nothing.
Out of just us sitting around with booze.
Sorry, everybody.
This episode
we're
brought to you by whiskey. Jesus Christ!
This is
I love how you found. I love how
bad.
you found like a 5-second audio clip too.
I love how it was like ready to go.
I know,
Ready
really
to go.
fast too.
Hey,
You must have had that up in a side window or something.
yeah, no, maturesounds.com.
Oh, really?
So-
That's the thing.
It's a whole
Um,
of goodness.
So I do
I
want to
honestly-
focus
I
on
honestly-
something here.
I
I'm gonna-
honestly think we are at their best when we have no topic, though, because we just get into some dumb shit.
it's pretty great. So Jeremy wasn't here last week. I'm going to change the topic here before those noises come back.
Please.
Jeremy wasn't here last week. So we talked about Mandalorian and Disney Plus.
Yes.
Jeremy, are you watching Mandalorian?
I am absolutely 100% watching Mandalorian.
Jim,
Okay,
what is your go-to Disney Plus show?
Yeah, we need to hear it.
My go-to Disney Plus show,
Well,
Yeah.
What was the very first thing you watched?
Mandalorian. Like it's literally the first thing I watched.
Me too.
Yeah,
Well,
Yes.
I couldn't.
So I watched Mandalorian. It's my first like original content show. And then I had to watch a throwback movie, so I watched Blank Check.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
It's a good movie.
It's a good one. I
Good
thought you were.
choice.
I thought you were gonna go Fox and the Hound, but you went Blank Check.
No. See, I'm not a Disney
Yeah,
animated.
so Fox and the Hound is the most fucked up Disney movie out there, though.
No, see, I'm not a Disney animated person. So I watched Blank Check and Flight of the Navigator.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I
nice.
was actually surprised I saw Flight of the Navigator on there.
Wow.
So, Larry, by the way, future episode of Totally Rad, Flight of the Navigator. Jeremy, you are invited.
Yeah, that's an amazing idea.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Flight of the Navigator?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
It's on Disney.
So I know where you're going through, Nate. This week's episode of Mandalorian, it was amazing watching all the Mandalorians fuck shit up.
Well,
That was pretty
yeah.
cool.
First, hold on a second. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on the show so far?
I really like it. Well, so I have two thoughts about it. I like it for what it is. I think it serves horribly as a TV show.
It needs to be a movie.
It needs to be a movie.
But I think it
And it's only because there's such a lack of dialogue and
Yeah.
we're basically having like these half-hour, like little longer than a half-hour stints, with like from week to week with no dialogue. It's hard to
episode 2, it's like what 11 minutes before the first dialogue shows up in episode 2.
exactly. Yeah, it's
So
I mean,
So
that's
a little
I've never
weird.
even really thought about that. That's a good
think
point.
that's my
It's
one
true.
criticism about the show is like I said, it's just because there is no dialogue really. It's very hard to follow. So like every week I've been actually rewatching the previous week's episode before I watch the new one, just so I can like kind of refresh my mind because there's no dialogue for me to catch on to it and remember like, oh yeah, this is specifically what's happening. Well then I start to go through and actually watch some of the different like people talking about the episodes, like, oh, like they finally figure out what they're gonna do with this. I'm like, did I miss that? I'm like, I don't remember like reading like hearing that in the episode, so I have to go back and watch it, and it's just somebody making shit up typically. But no, I like the show for what it is. I don't know if it works as a TV show for me.
Yeah, I think 30 minutes was a weird selection. They should have done like 60.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Jeremy, but I think the way that they're going with the story, I think it's going to be too much. Like, it's going to fit an episodic feel better than trying to make like a 2-hour movie out of.
Yeah, well, and
So I see why they went with the show versus a movie.
and maybe it's not even a movie. Maybe it's just give me an hour. Give me an hour.
Instead of 8
Yeah.
30-minute things, do like 4 1-hour shows.
But like, I don't mind the 30 minutes.
It's quick
because it's quick, but like they're not trying to drag it out too much either, which is nice. Right? It reaches kind of the end of the plot point or whatever, and you get a break, and it's done. The thing that I hate still, like I said last week, is I don't like this 1 episode a week thing. I almost forgot to watch it last night. Like I intended on fully coming home from work and watching it right away, but it was like 8 o'clock or something, and I was on Instagram, and Minxie Librarian posted on her story something about Mandalorian. I'm like, I totally forgot to watch this. So I still watched first day, but like I don't like having to remember things. It's too much.
So Hockey makes a point. The season's nearly halfway over. So there's 6 total episodes, right?
8.
There's 8.
Okay. So that's roughly 4 hours of footage, 30 minutes each.
Yeah. So it's
to
two
Jeremy's
movies.
point,
It's almost 2 movies.
Well, so like it's almost like they filmed it all at once, and then they're just like, okay, break here. Yeah. It's like it does feel like a movie that way because there's not really the episodes all flow together very well, almost to the point where it feels like a movie that's been chopped up because there's not really anything else that's creating it, that's expanding the universe. It's just all like in this one thing.
Well, I'm gonna be real pissed if at the end of episode 4 of this, there's like a big revelation that like stops, because I was like, fuck, you could have done that as the fucking movie. Like that could have been the movie. Like 2 hours in, that hour and a half, that's the movie right there.
Well,
that's the one, and then the sequel is the next 4.
Yeah. The other thing that I find interesting too is this. It's I actually like it, but it's just like, so evidently stormtroopers have gotten smarter.
Yeah.
True.
So to everyone's point about stormtroopers, though, stormtroopers really only fuck up in A New Hope, right?
Don't you dare try to defend them, Scott.
No, I'm going to tell you this, because on Endor, they got their ass kicked, but who thought little teddy bears were going to kick their ass? Like they just were like overconfident, but they wing one of the main characters in Return of the Jedi.
They got their butts kicked by Care Bears.
Let me talk. They wing one of the main characters in Return of the Jedi. They're actually accurate as shit in that movie. It's only in A New Hope where they can't hit shit, and that is because they are intentionally letting the people leave because they track their ship and they want to find where the rebel base is. The whole stormtroopers can't hit shit is a myth.
Well, that's not been verified, I don't think, right?
It has. It legitimately is. Because Tarkin says to Vader at a certain point, he's like, this better work. And he's meaning, like, he let them go on fucking purpose.
Like, it seems like every single, like time that stormtroopers have, like, come up, they've, like, been retarded. And, like,
because think about Hoth, right?
Like,
look at Hoth. What happened on Hoth? They kicked ass.
Well, because they did a full frontal.
Because they kicked ass, though.
They got ATSTs coming in, man.
But what I'm saying is, like, the individual stormtroopers. Like, so, like, for example, I'm like, hey, stormtrooper, like, in Star Wars movie, like, literally fires off a shot and dies.
So,
stormtrooper in the show, they're like fucking Jack Ryan, like going through like snipers and like trying to like like hunt people.
Larry just made a great point. So this is at the end of the original trilogy. All the shitty stormtroopers died, and now all we have left is the good ones, the sharpshooters.
For the record, I made the comment in the chat.
Yeah, he did make it. Maybe just the good stormtroopers are left. The bad ones died or moved on.
My point, my entire theory is that the stormtroopers were always good, but the main movie in which we always compare them to, they were purposely told to not kill these people because they wanted them to escape.
I don't know. It's just a little too convenient for me, Scott.
They implicitly, like, if you go back, it's on Disney Plus. Like, fucking ding for Disney Plus. Go watch A New Hope again and listen to the when he escapes, when they take off. Re-listen to the dialogue.
Don't pay attention to them missing 100 shots. Pay attention to that one scene where the guy says something like, "Hey, this better work."
Hey, we can end it all right now and just kill all these people. Or
but they only kill was it 5 people? Or they can let them go, and they know they're going to go back to wherever these fucking rebels are hiding, and we can kill all of those rebels. Why don't we let them go and just track the ship?
Well,
So
hold on.
2 and 3, episode 2 and 3. Like I said, even those stormtroopers are dumb too.
Hey, I don't disagree that stormtroopers are dumb.
They
but
fucking wipe out a base
hold
in Empire or in Empire Strikes Back. They wipe out a base. They do.
Well, you throw enough of dumb anything at something. Like I said, you're good.
I'm not saying
All right.
things, but I'm saying
Back to
that they're way more
Mandalorian.
accurate post A New Hope.
We'll have to revisit this at another time.
Yeah, this is a good argument to have. Is our
We'll have to see
stormtroopers bad?
if they get smarter over the course of the show.
And to be fair, there's I don't think there's going to be any more in the show, Nate.
You don't think so?
I don't think there's going to be any more stormtroopers in the show.
So
I'm pretty sure they're all dead based on episode 3.
Going into episode 3, it follows what we've been watching. You know, the Mandalorian has the little Yoda light, and
I like that.
he's bringing him back to the
Yoda
guy
mommy daddy.
Yeah, well, the guy that is paying him the bounty. You can tell he's a little torn. He's like, I kind of like this little Yoda light. He helped me out. So he takes him back, gets a shit ton of Beskar steel, and then goes and outfits himself. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to go take that fucking baby and kill those assholes. Now I got all this new armor. So that was cool. So the Beskar steel thing, do you think he used that all for armor? Or I don't know if I fully understand that.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
So they used it for armor. So he got his chest plate, the other shoulder pad. So now he just needs new leg armor. Like, shin guards and whatever the cap or the
So
other
looked like he got
is.
a chest piece. He got another arm piece. He got like 2, maybe thigh pieces or something.
No, he got another one on his leg, but he still is missing one. And then they gave him the what is it?
The Firebird or
I can't remember what they call it.
The little homing
yeah.
missile things.
Yeah,
The
whatever.
homing things. And then but he gave some of the Beskar up for like foundlings, which are
For the kids.
So for the kids. He's like, you know what kids want? Deadly little tracking missiles. Give a couple of them to those kids, the kids too.
So during that scene, there is a like heavy armor Mandalorian that comes in, and he says something that I think is really interesting. He's like, "Oh, this is why we have to be in hiding all the time. Like, we can't even go out anymore." And then the girl's like, "Yeah, only one of us can be out at a time." So does that mean that's been happening since the end of the 3rd movie, or is that why we only saw Boba Fett earlier? I mean, how long has that been going on?
So to go onto things like out of everything, Boba Fett isn't a true Mandalorian. Sorry to say.
So the stormtroopers were missing on purpose, and Boba Fett's
no. But to be true, his dad was a Mandalorian. He is a clone of his father. He never grew up on Mandalore and never joined like their like whole religion.
Oh, maybe he did.
No, we've seen
what happened after he was like 6.
We did. You did not watch the Star Wars Rebels or the Clone Wars movies at all, or
no.
did you? We see him grow up through those. He is not actually ever grown up in like the whole Mandalorian thing. Boba Fett is not a true Mandalorian.
Even Jango is like, you know,
he was like
he's
outcast.
He was the outcast because he took off his helmet.
Yeah, he's an outcast Mandalorian. He does not have a sigil. He made up his own.
Well, you know,
and this whole thing is our Mandalorian is trying to find his sigil.
Mandalorian's more of just like a state of mind than anything, and Boba Fett and Jango Fett have that state of mind.
It's kind of like a religion type thing.
Well, let's go through it. And again, Larry, do your thing to Chuckload of Comics because you're good at this.
Chuckload of Comics had an awesome video, like everything you need to know before watching The Mandalorian. Go watch it now on his YouTube channel. So here's the whole Mandalorian thing. Like Mandalorian's like race doesn't matter. Like Mandalore is a planet. Yeah.
So there's many different races, many different species, all that shit. It is a state of like being and like a religion. Like you said, guns are their religion. Like they are. it is a whole way of being on the planet that becomes so they don't care who you are as long as you can kick ass. Like that's what they care about. So the whole idea of
way to like get initiated, or like how do you get selected for this?
You kill a shit ton of people. Like that's kind of how it is. And yeah, like everyone talks about, oh, Boba Fett, like he never went through anything to become his clone dad was a Mandalorian who was outcast. Like that's why he has his own logo and he doesn't use the fucking skull thing like of the Mandalorian. Like, yeah, he's not a like, you know, my hate of Boba Fett, but at least in this one, like it proves why, right? Like he is not the character that we want to follow. Like these people, the Mandalorians in this one who show up and just start fucking annihilating people, really need to be the ones that you are like, oh, that guy's super cool. The dude with the fucking minigun laser thing.
Yeah. So as the episode goes on, to Scott's point, he gets the Beskar steel, gets his new armor, ends up deciding, I want to go save Yoda. Nobody knows what's happening with him. Yoda Light, excuse me. I'm gonna go save him. And he has that. This rifle can pretty much do everything because he points the rifle at the building. It can show him who's behind the building and listen to a conversation.
I think
that's really convenient.
I think that the helmets can see through the walls because he like does something on his helmet, then looks in it. I think it's the helmet sees through the walls, and the rifle just acts as like the antenna for the sound,
like the sound listening devices. Like
okay. So I think the helmet is the thing that's actually like he's like dialing his helmet to like different, like he's like the Predator, right? Like it's like I have regular vision now. It's like thermal, and then like I can see through walls.
That's right. I forgot he was touching his helmet when he was doing that.
Yeah,
yeah, he was.
So he gets into the big fight, gets in way over his head. I don't think he realizes how many people are actually there. Well, and then the other bounty hunters show up, right?
I was gonna say, to your point, like he kicks the shit out of the people that are in the building.
He does some serious ass kicking.
He does some ass kicking, but it's not until like every bounty hunter in a town of bounty hunters, apparently, like apparently that's all that's in this town. Because everyone you saw in the bar is now trying to kill him.
But this scene gives us one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most epic moments in Star Wars history is this next scene. Because Mando gets way in over his head. It looks like he's going to die. He's got guys just surrounding him, coming in closer, closer. And then all of a sudden, Mandos from every fucking corner start coming in on their jetpacks and just killing everyone. And it's just pretty cool.
They just kill everybody, and they are loving it.
Yes, they're having all this fun. And this one thing I wanted to focus on too. I know we don't have a ton of time left, but I'm surprised this is as violent as it is. I know we're not seeing like blood and guts and stuff, but he is killing people without recourse, like left and right.
Well, because like to your point, Nate,
Stormtrooper alive.
Yeah, he electrocuted that one guy. You know, when they shoot somebody, you can see like smoke coming out of their chest. I mean, they're.
To be fair, his gun is a disintegrator rifle. He shoots somebody and they turn to like dust.
Poof. There's just really no question these people are dying. So I think it's kind of cool that Disney's doing that. At least it shows like they're not. It's not too afraid.
It's not blood, right? Like Disney. Like I've been playing a shit ton of Fallen Order. Also, and you can dismantle. Like you can cut the arms off of creatures. But it's really weird that you can't dismember human characters.
Okay, that's okay, Scott. You bring up a point. Because I think this is why
I do. As shitty as a person as I am, I bring up a point.
Yeah, it's because like I said, the stormtroopers in that fucking game too. Like I said, they're crazier. They're crazier good stormtroopers than anything that we've seen.
Oh, they're accurate as shit. They in that game. If you're standing there, they will hit you. First shot. It's dead on.
Are you guys liking Fallen Order? Give us a quick rundown.
Oh my God. So I love the game, but I will tell you this. It is punishingly hard. So
it's kind of like a Dark Souls, right?
It is kind of like a Dark Souls. If you are not prepared and you're thinking it's going to be a button masher, you are going to be very disappointed.
That's awesome, actually.
It's like Star Wars meets Tomb Raider.
Meets Dark Souls.
Meets Dark Souls, yeah.
Yeah.
Meets
Part 8. No.
We got
Larry.
Nintendo in the episode. Yes, nice
I
job.
just wanted
Larry.
to
Yeah. Gotta
but
put
I
the
really
little
want to.
parental advisory on our.
I really want to check it out.
Do I need to play another sound?
No,
Do it again.
please
One
don't.
one more time. Let's hear that one more time.
One more time.
One more. Larry's trying to be family friendly.
Oh boy.
I just wanted to talk.
In everything that we've done today.
Oh boy.
I love
Well, that's a great end of the episode. Right?
Yeah, that is
Well,
a great.
If you don't like,
So the point though, go play Fallen Order if you like Star Wars games because it is 100% the most true to Star Wars game.
And go check out Mandalorian if you haven't already.
Yeah,
Because it's pretty amazing.
it is.
new episode on Friday,
every Friday, and
then that Wednesday because it's going to somehow tie into the Rise of the Skywalker.
Baby Yoda's going to show up as like 7-year-old Yoda in Rise of the Skywalker.
Yes, Luke's death makes Yoda Light come out of hiding.
Yeah, no, so he's going to be one of the kids that's going to be fucking in Rey's new Jedi Order at the end.
Like
That's
the
how it's
kid
going
with
to tie.
the broom.
Yeah, it's going to be Baby Yoda and the kid with the broom and fucking Rey's like, oh, these are the new Padawans. That's how they're going to tie it in. It's going to be bullshit. I'm calling it right now. But that's how they do it. No,
It's a Star Wars movie.
it's a Star Wars movie, but I love me some Star Wars, but like the whole movies and everything they do, like
They haven't been good since 1983.
they done right. Like
Well, with the exception of Rogue One.
Rogue One was good because that was not a traditional Star Wars movie.
It was
and
fine, yeah.
like I said,
I
Rogue
wish-
One is the exception.
I wish somebody would have survived from Rogue One.
But
Yeah.
It
But they
I
really
don't.
couldn't.
No,
because
honestly,
they've been.
No.
the fact that everyone
No.
died,
No.
no,
No.
it made it great that everyone died.
Yeah,
Like
It
it
turned out
made it
horrible.
good.
it was great.
That made the movie better. They're like these people fucking did all this shit and then died
Yeah,
for
Those
the cause.
Cabin in the Woods beat Star Wars. That was great.
Just why would you create a character as cool as Jyn Erso and then kill her off?
Because
Because
you
it
needed
He had to die.
because you need to. All right, Ed, don't at me. Solo was good. Solo was not good. Solo was what I call fan service the movie.
What's your last name?
Yeah, I don't have a name. Oh, Solo. We'll mark you as fucking yeah. Okay.
The worst name since fucking Martha and the whole.
Oh,
Yeah, Martha and the thing, or the fact that they're like, oh, we're gonna show you the origins of the dice that's in the Millennium Falcon. He has it at the beginning of the goddamn movie. Like, oh, he's always just had them. Fucking like, no, that's bullshit.
Well, if you want to get yourself a really cool Star Wars t-shirt, you could head over to animatedapparelcompany.com and enter code STS Guys to save 10% and get free shipping.
Ooh, 10.
You want to get some Star Wars pops, including the Mandalorian pops like IG-11, head over to ShubiStore.com and enter code STS Guys and you're going to save 10%. Oh, and then you should probably follow the STS Guys everywhere because we are on Instagram at STS Guys. We're on Twitter at STS Guys, and we're on our favorite Facebook at the STS Guys. And I am Larry from the STS Guys.
Shown like a villain.
Chilling like a villain.
Shout out to some of our favorite other podcasts like Talkin' Pops, Pawnee Public Forum, Pop Collectors Alliance, Geek Together, Four Dorksmen. My list is getting long. Secondary Heroes, Funko Funcast. Nate, what's the one called? The Toy Photographers Podcast?
DC
Yeah.
collectibles.
Yeah, those.
Yeah,
which
DC
one?
Figures and
Oh, yeah,
Collectibles.
DC
Those
Figures
two.
and Collectibles.
Please go check out their new Instagram page. Someone hacked into their old one. Go support them.
Ooh, some
feel bad
Instagram
for those
shenanigans.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
hacked into their old Instagram page.
I shared it out the other day, but if you need help finding it, go look at who we follow and you'll find the new DC Figures.
Wait, and go back and watch.
This is the worst interview of my career.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, go watch.
Yeah. Episode 109, we talked to the creator of The Toys That Made Us. It's a great episode. Go check it out if you've already watched season 3 of The Toys That Made Us.
Go back and watch because we got some great insight into the TMNT episode.
Turtle
which
Power.
is
show.
arguably one of the best episodes of the show.
I'm going to say not arguably, it is the best episode of that show.
It's the best episode.
Okay, no, Scott, no.
Nate,
Okay, I agree.
Nate, eat a dick.
I thought the My
I
Little
just want to
Pony
say
one.
no to you. I just want to say no to you.
The My Little Pony one was missing the whole entire thing Scott was talking about earlier.
No, they bring up bronies. They bring up bronies.
They do.
They do bring up bronies.
Well, but they weren't doing weird stuff
Well, because
on YouTube videos.
right, because they're not gonna bring up the whole thing, but they brought up the whole idea that their audience was vastly different from what they expected.
Originally, yeah.
True.
Well, shout out to our audio listeners too.
Hey, our audio listeners got a treat today.
I'm sorry, audio listeners.
Yeah,
Honestly, watch this be our highest listened to episode
Oh
ever.
God.
it's not. Yeah,
If some
I
guys be like,
wish.
hey, I was listening to this in the episode, the episode in the car with my kids,
And
and then all of a sudden I
and
heard
then
some
Jim-
sexual noises,
then Jeremy played porn.
and I got in an accident, and it was horrible.
Okay, so first off, if you get in an accident from hearing porn, you got a problem.
Well,
Maybe you're just like a good Mormon guy. And shout out to the Mormons.
Okay, so first off, which good Mormon guy is listening to our show?
I think there's a few.
I don't think so.
All right, for episode 111 of the STS Guys Podcast, this is Jeremy. Hey, it's Larry. Hey guys, I'm Nate, and I'm Scott.
And Scott,
Nate,
have a good night, guys.
Yes, guys.
Bye.
Have a great night, everyone.
bye everybody.